What is going on, everybody? I am back today to talk about something I am very uneducated on, and that is the world of anime. And we're not necessarily going to be talking about anime today. We are going to be talking about a live action adaptation of an anime. And my familiarity with anime is relatively limited. Most of my exposure of anime is due to my two brothers who I love very dearly, who both absolutely love anime. They talk about anime all the time. They recommend me anime properties to watch, and I've watched some anime, and I've really enjoyed what I've watched of the anime that they have recommended. And I think that what's so cool is that the Japanese culture has this entirely other world of visual media that starts as manga and then gets made into an anime, and then when it becomes so beloved, a lot of these production companies want to adapt them into live action adaptations. And my brothers, both of them, their favorite anime of all time is One Piece. And the big thing about One Piece is that it is 1,000 episodes long, 1,000 plus episodes long. I've never dove in and watched the One Piece anime because it is a big time commitment, but both of them just talk about how immersive the story is and how amazing the characters are. And so recently, the One Piece live action adaptation for Netflix was announced, and I know a lot of people who love the anime were very reluctant about it, but upon initial reactions, it seemed like people really liked it a lot, and that they thought because the creator of One Piece had such a huge involvement in the live action adaptation that it was being a lot better perceived than a lot of these other live action adaptations. So today, I am going to be talking about the first season in the live action adaptation of One Piece. One Piece tells the story of Monkey D. Luffy, a young man made of rubber after unintentionally eating a devil fruit, who sets off on a journey from the East Blue Sea to find the deceased king of pirates, Gold D. Rogers' ultimate treasure, known as the One Piece. So, as I said, I had no exposure to this anime beforehand other than listening to my brothers praise this, and I didn't know how the live action adaptation was going to work, but I thought this was absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed every episode. I thought the character writing and the storytelling was amazing, so much so that I have started watching the actual anime version, and I'm really enjoying what I've seen of the anime version, and I'll talk a little bit more about it today. So, as I stated in the plot description, One Piece tells us the story of Monkey D. Luffy, who is a young man that has ingested something called a devil fruit that has turned him into rubber. He is able to stretch all of his limbs. He's able to do all these really cool attacks because of this fruit that he has eaten. At the beginning of the story, he's in this barrel. He gets picked up by this ship, and after escaping, he gives us a little bit of dialogue about how he wants to be the king of the pirates, and he's going around to try to find his crew so that he can get a ship and start sailing to find the One Piece. And so in the first season of the show, we're getting some of the building up of this crew. So Luffy is going around from place to place. He's meeting these people. He's getting them to join his crew. And as they join his crew, we're getting a little bit of backstory into each one of the characters. In this season, we're introduced to Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji, who are the four people joining his crew right now. I know there's more crew members that come along later, and each time we're introduced to one of them, we're given a deep dive into their backstory. And then there's all of these other characters that interact with these characters, the worlds that they live in, and that's the entire first season, is just the exploration into those characters. And I absolutely loved this. This is everything an adventure series should be. It's great character writing. It has a ton of heart. The chemistry between these characters is absolutely fantastic. I love the push and pull between them at the beginning, and what really makes this show work is the character of Luffy, because he is truly just a wholehearted, loving, caring, compassionate individual that wants people to follow their dreams, and it's such the core part of what this, at least live action adaptation is people following their dreams and him pushing so hard for people to want to follow their dreams and pursue the things that they love. And there's this underlying theme of friendship that exists throughout the entire arc of the series I've watched so far. And it's so cool because his character, despite the reluctancy of the people around him, he's never willing to sacrifice fighting for those people, no matter how much pushback they give. He wants what's best for them and can see the things that will make them better, and he always sees the good in people. And I think that that's such a cool character to write as the lead character to your series, and I think that's what makes it so engaging and fun. I love all the other characters on the crew because they're all so multifaceted. Each character has something unique to their personality that brings to the table, and I think that makes the show so interesting, that each character is so interesting and has such a unique arc, and you constantly want to watch to see where it's going. I love a lot of the side characters in this were really great. The villains are fantastic. Their character designs, their powers are so unique and interesting. It's also a really unique conversation about the government in this world, because everything is this marine organization fighting against pirates being able to exist, and that power dynamic and the exploration of that dynamic is really interesting as well, and I loved watching that and diving into that. Obviously, this is a very large property that has existed for quite some time now, so there is a lot more story to tell. But I think the story that has been told to us so far in this live action adaptation, I think all the actors they've casted to play these roles are absolutely incredible. Every single person seems to fit that role perfectly from what I've seen of the anime thus far. They all seem to fit their roles great. They have similar looks. The costume design, the attention to detail with the sets is phenomenal, just comparing and contrasting it to the actual anime. And I think that's what people that watch the anime want more than anything, is they want that attention to detail. And this is a way to streamline that story. I know my brother was telling me that this was probably covering 40 to 50 episodes in an 8-episode arc, because the anime is 20-minute episodes, where this is like an hour to 50 minutes to an hour for each episode, and they're obviously streamlining a lot of the stories, but I think it works. It didn't seem like they glazed over anything to where it wasn't enough time with the characters. I'm sure there's a lot of little detail and nuance that's left out, but I think in examining it for a live action property, I think they did exactly what they needed to do, and I cannot wait to watch more. I just had so much fun with this. I had a smile on my face through every episode. And I know some people might think it gets corny in moments, but I think it works perfectly well for exactly what this type of show is going for. And like I said, I can't wait to watch more. I'm super excited for whenever the next season airs. So have you seen One Piece, the live action adaptation? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to watch the anime. I'm so excited to dive in and watch it all the way through, and I can't wait to see what I think of that. As always, if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot and lets me know the type of content you're looking for. I'm always putting out new material and look forward to getting more out for you in the near future. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.